Welcome to another episode of Lima Shenanigans 1977. It's either Wednesday or Saturday night, and you know what that means. It is time for your All Elite Wrestling Event Center report. And now here is the man to give you that report. He is All Elite, Eric M. Lima. Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer, sir. Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome to yet another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977, episode 1968, 1968. Good year it was. About, 9 years before I was born? Well, anyways, we're about 32 episodes away from the epic 2000th episode of the show. I'll tell you one thing, a long time I did. Probably the most episodes I did in one channel here so far. You know, all my previous two channels didn't even reach this point because of all the complications, but now we're getting somewhere. You know, this new channel has been in a groove since I started it back September 2022, and now it is good. As you know, today was my first final Saturday that I've worked, because starting next week, starting this Monday, I'll be working only Monday through Friday, 7 to 11. At the mall, having Saturdays off, so Saturday's got a little bit more free time, so that's going to be a good thing. And we have to stay up late Friday night, so I'm excited about that. I know I have to deal with a little bit of a snowstorm tomorrow night into Monday morning, but it seems like by the time I get up Monday morning, it'll taper off by then, so we shall see what happens. It started an AEW collision, as you know. Powerhouse Hobbs, the Outrunners, rated FTR, cut a promo. Okada cut a promo on Ishii. Daniels and Page cut promos on their Texas Death Match, which kicked off Collision. And Christopher Daniels went up against Adam Page. This was a heck of a fight, really. And in the end, Hangman Adam Page ended up winning the match. But then Hangman Adam Page decided, well, I'm not done with him. I want to make sure that Daniels is done. He attacks Daniels after the matchup and then walks out of the ring. Now, there are reports going around that this matchup against Hangman Adam Page was Daniels' last final match as an in-ring competitor. He's retiring as an in-ring competitor. All I can say is, Christopher Daniels, thank you, sir, for your contributions in professional wrestling. So there's that. Also, it's the Tonys. It's Tony time. That's right. Tony Schiavone interviewed Toni Storm. As you know, Toni Storm is now the number one contender to the AEW Women's World Title when she faces Mariah May at Dynamite at Grand Slam, AEW Grand Slam in Australia, her home country. In fact, Toni Storm says she's looking forward to this matchup, but this coming Wednesday on Dynamite, they'll be going face-to-face, and it'll be very interesting to see how this develops. As you know, Toni Storm's reverted back to her rocker like when she first began wrestling for AEW, and I don't know if it's probably mind games by her the whole time. Who knows what's going through the mind of Mariah May. Was it Mariah Carey? This is Mariah May. So, I love Toni Storm. Still do. I don't care what Dan has to say about her having a pancake butt. If she does, give me some syrup and some butter, I'll eat it up. Anyways, that's my personal opinion on Toni Storm. I love her. So there's that, and she's trying to get Tony Schiavone. He goes, Tony time, and she's going, rah, and Tony Schiavone's like, I'm like, what the heck? I don't know. Anyways, the Hurt Syndicate issued a challenge to Private Party for the Tag Team Championship, and that match will happen at AEW Dynamite. Trios match of the Undisputed Kingdom, Adam Cole, Roderick Strong, and Kyle O'Reilly to face the Taylor Promotions of the Infantry and the Pure Champion Lee Moriarty. And Undisputed Kingdom winning the match of Shane Taylor attacks the Undisputed Kingdom after the matchup, but Matt Menard gets into the face of Shane Taylor. But then Daniel Garcia cleans house of Shane Taylor Promotions. Alicia Toot interviews Will Ospreay, probably addressing the situation between him and Kenny Omega and the Don Callis family, to see how that develops as we go along here. Top Flight with the lovely Layla Gray in their corner, going up against the Murder Machines. And in Murder Machine type, thinking of Don Callis family, Murder Machines ended up winning the matchup. And then Leo Rush and Action Andretti came out looking like the Koopa Kids. Yep, there are a couple of Koopa Kids as they attacked Type Flight after the matchup. And Layla Gray couldn't do anything, but she's very beautiful. In fact, her husband, in fact, her fiance, Luke Curtis of OVW, is following me on X. Very good. Well, as you know, TikTok will be banned. Before I continue on, TikTok will be banned starting tomorrow. So I have unfortunately decided to uninstall TikTok off my phone and off my computer, and we're done. Now, I'm done with TikTok for now until they unban it or do something about it. But until then, TikTok is out for me. I appreciated being on there, but it was time. It was time for me to leave. So, anyways, then they attacked Top Flight after the matchup. LexiNet interviews the Learning Tree about how they're going to get along with the Death Riders and get that victory over in the 12-man tag. And then LexiNet interviews the Undisputed Kingdom and Dan Garcia and Matt Menard and a challenge for a trios matchup. And the match will happen. And who was their partner? Angelo Parker. That's right. Looks like 3.0 will be reunited once more. Angelo Parker will be his first match back since him and Ruby Soho announced their relationship and announced they're going to be parents. And they became parents ever since. So Angelo Parker's going back to work next week. Well, now with the state of the Acclaimed, Matchcaster addresses the situation with the Acclaimed from the Cincinnati crowd. He calls out Anthony Bowens to talk to him. Bowens responds to Caster, and he tells, I'm going to tell these people how you really are. You're a jerk. You're an entitled prick. You're a piece of you know what and everything else. And then the two start arguing. And then Billy Gunn comes out, starts trying to set Max Caster straight and Anthony Bowens straight. Then Max Caster goes, "You got a choice, either me or that broken old bum Billy Gunn." And then all of a sudden, Anthony Bowens pulls out the scissors, and Max Caster goes, "Okay." And all of a sudden, Max Caster flips him off, and then he goes, "You know what? That's it then." And as the leader of this team, the Acclaimed is over, and they're still arguing about it. Be a man, step up. So, and I'm going to show you all, and he's got the plaque of proving that he's the best wrestler ever. I want to show you all why I am the best wrestler ever, he says. Max Caster wants to be a jerk, he can go right ahead. So, so that. Lexi interviews Swerve Strickland and Prince Nana addressing Ricochet and what they're going to do to Ricochet. Ricochet's made a mistake messing with Swerve Strickland. In the mood that Swerve Strickland is in, you don't even want to take him off. So, also the Continental Championship was on the line as the Rainmaker, Kazuchika Okada, going up against the Stone Pitbull, Tomohiro Ishii. The rivalry started in Japan. Now it's coming over to the States. The two fought it out until Okada won by submission over the Stone Pitbull. The Gates of Agony, Bishop Khan and Tola Leona talk about the tag team division, possibly throwing a challenge out there to the Sons of Texas. That'll be Sammy Guevara and Dustin Rhodes. Sammy Guevara, him and his wife Ty Mello, got a picture with Kel Mitchell as Ed from Good Burger. Welcome to the Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. Can I take your order? So, and also Dustin Rhodes is also 6-man tag team champions with the Von Erichs. And so Dustin Rhodes took on Adam Priest, and Rhodes won the matchup with the Curtain Call and the Crossroads. The lovely, my other favorite Aussie angel of AEW, Harley Cameron, the lovely Harley Cameron, took on Julia Hart. Harley Cameron came in with shades, and she got, I think when you get spit in the mist, in the face with the mist by Julia Hart, you can get real serious real quickly, and Harley Cameron did that, but came up short as Julia Hart pulled on the Heartless and defeated Harley Cameron by submission. The Learning Tree decided to attack Powerhouse Hobbs in the back as Big Bill was seen holding the knee brace, holding up Hobbs' knee and attacking Hobbs by the knee before the matchup, trying to put the team of the Outrunners, FTR, Cope, and Hobbs at a disadvantage over against the Learning Tree and the Death Riders. That 12-man tag happened as the Outrunners, FTR, Cope, and Hobbs wasn't there against the Learning Tree. That's Chris Jericho, the Ring of Honor World Champion, Big Bill, and Brian Keith against the Death Riders, AEW World Champion John Moxley, Claudio Castagnoli, and Wheeler Yuta, a.k.a. the Quantum Ranger on crack. Why did I call him the Quantum Ranger on crack? Check out the Quantum Ranger outside of character, outside the suit, on Power Rangers Time Force, Eric Myers, played by Dan Southworth, and look at Wheeler Yuta. Wheeler Yuta looks like Dan Southworth's character, but with a full beard, and he looks like he's on crack. Anyways. And, so, you got, Learning Tree, you think Learning Tree and the Death Riders had the advantage on paper because they both got 2 world champions on their team, in Ring of Honor World Champ Jericho and the AEW World Champ John Moxley. Marina Shafir and Pac got involved during the match while everybody was brawling. They were trying to take away Cope, and then FTR stops him. Everybody's fighting, and then it was between Jericho, Brian Keith, and one of the Outrunners, I think Turbo Floyd, until Powerhouse Hobbs shows up, finally hobbling to the ring, makes up the difference, and he ended up giving his team the victory. When you have a victory over a team that has 2 world champions, that's a big victory. So FTR, Cope, the Outrunners, and Hobbs end up winning that matchup. So that's all the time we have on the show. Tomorrow we get TNA Genesis tomorrow night. But I'm not too worried because, one, I know there's a big humongous snowstorm. Everybody's saying we'll probably get 2 to 4, 1 to 3. We don't know. We don't know. This thing could move up and we could have a coating to an inch. Between a coating to 4 inches of snow. Let's just say that for this region here. And I think most of the higher elevations, someone's going to get 6 to 10 inches of snow. Who knows for sure? We'll find out tomorrow night as we go along. But it's like by the time I get up tomorrow, I'll get up Monday morning, it'll taper off by then. And, well, the good news is I don't have to worry about shoveling any of it. That's good news. Unless we have to. So, we'll see what happens. So, that's all the time we have on this show. Episode 1968 is complete. 32 episodes away, and we'll find out what's going on tomorrow. So, until next episode comes rolling around, Mr. Announcer, please take us home. That is all for today's episode. This is your announcer speaking for Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. A Big Beefy E, do it for Bob Saget Productions, and in association with a Raven Bofa Telepictures and Distribution. Thank you for watching today's episode. Tune in next time for another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. Goodbye for now.